Mr. Speaker, at this time I'm happy to yield 2 minutes to my very good friend who's the progenitor of the Iraq Study Group, the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Wolf.
Gentleman from Virginia is recognized for 2 minutes.
I ask unanimous rise and extend.
Without objection.
Last night I testified before the Rules Committee asking that it be made in order for the Iraq Study Group. The Iraq Study Group says a way forward, a new approach, and it is authored by former Secretary of State Baker and former Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Lee Hamilton. Yet there's been no vote allowed. The American people have been shut out with regard to having a vote on this Iraq Study Group. You cannot pick and choose with regard to the Iraq Study Group. Let me read you some of the comments that have been made with regard to the members that serve on the Iraq Study Group. Lee Hamilton, Jim Baker, there's no magic formula to solve the problems of Iraq. However, there are actions that can be taken to improve the situation. Our political leaders must build a bipartisan approach to bring responsible conclusion to what is now a lengthy and costly war. Our Congress deserves a debate that prizes substance over rhetoric and a policy that is adequately funded and sustainable. That is the Iraq Study Group. Members of both sides have said they support the Iraq Study Group, and yet there is no vote allowed on the Iraq Study Group. In this consensus report, Hamilton and Baker go on to say the 10 members of the Iraq Study Group, bipartisan 5 and 5, present a new approach because we believe there is a better way forward. The better way forward, and the gentleman who just spoke mentioned the Iraq Study Group, is the Iraq Study Group. And yet the Rules Committee last night foreclosed a vote on the Iraq Study Group, which is bipartisan. Lee Hamilton, Jim Baker, Leon Panetta, Bill Perry, Ed Meese, whose son is one of the colonels with General Petraeus. Leon Panetta, who served here in the Congress, but yet for some reason the American people are not be given an opportunity whereby their Congress can vote on the Iraq Study Group. There's good people on both sides. Every resolution should be in order. God bless you, what you're offering is fine, but give the country, give the American people, give us an opportunity to vote on the Iraq Study Group, and you cannot pick and choose. I urge a defeat of the resolution and urge that we allow this to be voted on, whereby we can have a successful policy to bring this country together.
Gentlelady from New York.